Good. We're going to start this back. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining us. We are live tonight. This is week 4 in February of the new rep training. If you're live, obviously you're going to be entered into the raffle for business tools. I don't know if you saw the business tool package. Guadalupe actually put hers up, which was brochures. And I don't know, I went hog wild. I don't know, every time I found something, I was shoving it in the package, seeing if it would go in there. So now I know how much fits. So you have to be live in order to get into the drawing for the business tools, but we do this for new reps and to make sure that you have some extra stuff that you're able to see and touch and feel some of the business tools that are out there for you. So those of you who are watching the YouTube, hopefully this is going to help every single week give you a little bit more knowledge of what all is in this business, but especially youravon.com. Hopefully we're going to answer a lot of questions. Some of this stuff you may not need now in your business, but you're going to think back when the time comes. Where could I find that? Where did Molly say this was? The great thing is, because I put all this on YouTube, you can go back to the training. Normally, if you look under the description in the YouTube, it will tell you exactly what we've talked about. Sometimes because of questions, we veer off into other things. We kind of go wherever this is taking us. Tonight, we're going to spend some more time in the Your Avon site, and we're going to go over one of the tabs, My Account. Some of this will not be relevant to you as a new representative yet. Some of it is very relevant to you. So we're going to see where this goes in the meantime. And let me change the speaker view so we don't have, since we don't have a whole lot of people here. And that will work. One second here. Okay, so we are good. If by some reason you get stuck on something, you're not sure, feel free to unmute your microphone and you can ask questions. We will have a Q&A time at the end briefly, and we'll see where we're going. So the first thing we're going to talk about is, like I said, we're going to go to youravon.com. The first week we kind of, in the training, we went over the bare essentials, what is important, the brochures, making sure that your e-store is up and running, being prepared to talk to everybody that you come in contact with. Some of this knowledge is just knowledge that some people go, oh, everybody should know that, but I'm here to tell you that you don't. Some of this you learn as you go. I think the benefit of today's Avon, as opposed to 14 years ago when I started, is now we have things like social media that absolutely, there is all this help out there where before sometimes you could make the same mistake 18 times, just knew that you were missing something, and if you had just known to tweak that one thing, it could have really been successful. Now with social media, help in groups, help on the youravon.com site, things like that, it has made the whole structure of trying to find the answer that you're hoping for, you're going to find it. Sometimes you find that it's not one answer, but you're going to find 18 different ways that you could do something. But the great thing is, the book of life with Avon is trying to find what works for you so you can work Avon around your life instead of your life around Avon, because most of the time it does not work real well when you're just trying to figure out how you're going to wrap your life around Avon. It should be the other way. This is the company where you can have parties, but you don't have to have parties to be successful. You can have massive online sales, but you don't have to be successful. You may not be able to go out and go door to door as in the beginning of Avon, what it was all about, but you can be prepared to talk to anybody you come in contact with. But tonight we're going to talk more about things to do with your account, where to find things, where to be ready for things, for instance, direct deposit, things of those sort. First of all, let me hold on one second. I'm going to share the screen here because I want you guys to see this. Especially, I think the ones who are on here, you all know about these groups, but I want to make sure you see what they look like. So let's take a look here. Right now I'm on Facebook. And Janae, if you can help me out when you're not seeing something, if you can let me know the picture is not showing. Sometimes that happens and Zoom quirks out on me. We don't want that to happen.
Okay.
This is what we're looking for. This is our team page, Team Onward. This is, of course, not the one that you see when you're looking on YouTube, the one I'm advertising then. I'm going to show you in just a minute. But this is our team page. This is strictly our team. We share in here. I share anything I find out in here for you. I try to make sure that in case you haven't gotten to your emails, everything is here. I share the calls that I know about from the people that I trust to give you the right information. And we just really try to help each other in here. There's a lot of inspiration. There's a lot of motivation, which is very cool. So when you're looking for it, you're looking for Team Onward. And for anybody who's watching this on YouTube that is not part of my team, yes, I do check this one to make sure you're on my team. But if you are not on my team and you're following, there is a group for you. 4 years ago, my husband Lee and I opened up this group here, Onward No Matter What. And right now, this is what this looks like. This group has over 17,000 representatives in it. 90% of them are from AVON US. We do have some that are, of course, some that are still in from Australia, although that's closing. We have Canada, we have the UK in here, anywhere. And what it's about is it's just about support. They may have different rules, they may have different incentives, they may even have some different products than we have. But the reality is we're all sisters, we're all a family in this. And I like to make sure that you know what groups I feel like are beneficial to you. In here, I have not put the linked groups in, but there are other groups that I feel like will help you too. I don't just pop you into groups. You have to ask. I don't believe in all that. I believe that you should know, what you want to be a part of, who you relate to. But know that this is a very helpful group, but it is a fast-moving group, and it is hard to keep up with. And little did I know when I started it 4.5 years ago that it would ever reach this capacity. I thought I was probably going to help a couple of hundred representatives besides my team, and I realized there were a lot of people out there who really needed support, didn't want to feel like they were alone. So that's what Onward does for you. So don't forget about that. I will tell you that when you want quick information, this is the place to go. You want to go to groups that you can trust and ask people, and of course I'm going to say you can trust this group because I'm pretty much on top of it, and if I'm not, Lee is, where you can ask a question. No stupid questions. There are no stupid questions in Avon. If you're asking it, I've probably asked it. I don't ask stupid questions, but you will get an answer. Let me see, what else do I have? Also, let me just show you too, if you're not following the Avon USA representative site, you should be. You should like this page. A lot of stuff that I put in the group when they're having live streams, whatever it may be, I am sharing this page so that you know they are doing more and more live streams every single day to introduce us to different ways that they do things. And I love the fact that this page is probably busier now than it ever has been when they come out with a new product. Now they're showing us how to use it with our makeup artists, with our Aspira specialists. So, like this page, and you know what, I got to tell you, just because you like a page doesn't always mean that you're gonna see everything about it. So when you like it, look over here at following, but it says, do you want to see it first? Do you just want it in your default? What do you want? I have see first because if there's something new coming out, I most definitely want to know about it for sure. Let me see here. What else do we have? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so I think that's all about Facebook right now. So let's do this. Let's jump into what I want to show you here. And the site, of course, this is our site, youravon.com, where you sign in with your account number and your password. And when you sign in, you see a different page if you're a brand new representative than what you're seeing here, because new reps have a screen of their own. But in reality, everything up here is like, we've been over my orders. We have been over the majority of the web office. We've talked about Avon U, Avon Social, which is brand spanking new. I'm getting ready to forward the YouTube video tomorrow with another link that tells you how to link up. You have to link up their Avon Social through Facebook. So if you are not on Facebook, I don't care if you don't want to socialize with everybody else, but you got to get on social media. If your sales aren't what you want them to be, in a lot of cases, it's because you're not reaching all the people that you know. And this is a way to do it. But the way to be able to take advantage of the new Avon Social, you have to sign in through Facebook. We've talked a little about sales leadership. That's later on, almost the last session of the month. Rewards and recognition, they pretty much speak for themselves. We will be talking about President's Club in the very last week 7 of everything. So that is going to be, I need to write that down too, that I just promised that. I'll find something else I think you need to know, and you know my tail will be like, I know we're going to talk about this. So don't want to do that. So today we're going to go to my account. Okay, so when you click on my account, let's see here what we can go over. I love this. I love this. I love this. This is where you find out everything that you need to know here. You know, this is everything. We're going to talk about account summaries, what exactly that means. Tax information. Tax information means, what's the sales tax? What's the calculator? Avon puts this on here for you if you need this. Right now they have all kinds of apps on your phone for sales tax. They say, well, what sales tax do I do? Because we have a local tax and we have a county tax and we've got this. Remember that the tax that you are charging is absolutely what you are being charged where you're at. It doesn't matter if you sell to somebody 2 counties over, 2 cities over, and maybe for some reason their tax is different. Avon charges you according to your zip code where you are located at. And somebody said the other day, well, how exactly do I know? I tell people to look at their receipts, but if you've already gotten your first order from Avon, you need to look on that invoice and see exactly what Avon is charging you for sales tax. Because if they're charging you 8%, 11%, in my city it's 6%, it's going to show you that. Do I have to charge that? Well, you really don't have to do anything, but Avon's going to collect it from you whether you collect it or not. They're going to get the payment from you. So my suggestion is, this is a business. You can be nice, you can be sweet, you can be helpful, you can be the best Avon rep out there. That doesn't mean you have to give your money away, okay? And they take care of paying that sales tax to the county, to the state, to everybody that it needs, but they collect it from you. So whether you're collecting it from your customer or not, you are paying for it one way or another when you pay Avon for that bill. So my suggestion is, that should never go away. There are some people, you know, Delaware has no sales tax. It's like awesome. Make me want to go live there, to tell you the truth. They have none. But I have to be honest. I used to have a customer, because I'm not that far from Delaware, and I used to have a lot of team members up there, so I would go up there and train them. And I had a customer who would spend probably $100 a month with me. And as a courtesy, I did not charge her sales tax because she was right there where I was staying by the hotel, and I did eat that sales tax. But again, she was $100 or more, and if she had bought from somebody in Delaware, she wouldn't have paid sales tax. But that was kind of like apples and oranges, if you're following me. That really isn't the norm. That's something I did because she was a great customer. But you know, what's funny is I didn't charge her tax, but I still charged her the handling fee that we already went over in week 1. So if you don't know what that is, you need to look up week 1. So let's go on here. Let's go up one to get support. This is where there's two different things here, you know, with get support. I mean, look here, you got a sales leader. then it's going to tell you who your sales leader is and how to get a hold of them. But you know what? Sometimes the sales leaders, we're not always available. If we're not, where do you go? Well, right here, Customer Insight Center. Here you can click on the checkout our FAQs. You also have, Avon has a 1-866 number for you, so toll free for you to call and talk to them. They are not open 24 hours, but you know what? Most everybody, you can talk to them before 9 o'clock at night. So I think that's pretty good. Leadership, if you're in leadership and something's not going right, you need to call about a team member, you have a customer leadership support number there also. Here they talk about payments where people can send payments to. I got to tell you, don't do this. This is for really old timers who the only way to pay Avon was to mail them a check back in the day, way back in the day. Some of us remember this, where they didn't take credit cards and stuff from us. But believe it or not, some of those wonderful representatives who have been with us 30, 40, 50, some longer than that, years in this company, still do their Avon that way. They still mail in the check. So for them, Avon still does that, okay? But I'm going to tell you, it's not the best way to do it. Returning your products, this is just letting you know where you return it to, but there is a way to do it, and we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Correspondence. If you feel like you need to handwrite a letter to Avon, that is where you send it, right there. But I would say you need to email Office of the President. That would be the easiest way. But you know what? Before you do that, call your leader. If you're frustrated, if you need some questions answered, something you don't understand, something, this isn't right, it shouldn't happen, call your leader. Let them help you work through that. This is what we're here for, is to make sure that we can show you how smooth your journey can be, okay? Let me see here. What else do we have? Customer insight, returning process. Okay, so referrals, no. We're not even going to go over this. We're going to say bye-bye to this. If you have a referral, what you going to do? If you got somebody who wants to join Avon, you are going to call your upline or me, and we are going to get you started on that second leg of the business. You got sales and you got leadership. So this part here, I need you to just contact us. Now here it does say you can start with the referral by just contacting. No, it's not you can. You will, because we want to walk you through it, and we want to help you as you're building the team so you can make much moolah, okay, by building a team too. So, but referrals there are many people who start this business and they don't want leadership. They couldn't even, maybe you can't even think about mentoring somebody at this point because you're like, I'm still trying to get it myself. What's going on here? Okay, you see this right here? Me, I'm here Monday evening trying to help you understand everything. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. You need to call your upline. Do not miss the opportunity to start a team and think that you got to go through this all yourself. You don't. You are not in this alone. We are the company that you are in business for yourself, but you are never by yourself in business. And we try to make sure of that. The leaders on my team make sure of that. And I can think most leaders out there in the Avon world feel the same way. Stop thinking that you're bothering us. Quit thinking, I don't want to call, I don't want to text him, I don't want to bother him. No, it's okay. You're allowed to do that. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get out of my mail here. I get so much mail, if you even knew. If you even knew, okay? It's crazy, but it's okay because it's a good crazy, especially when it's you. But you realize that you bring somebody new onto the team. We're here to help you. We're going to show you how they sign up online. We're going to introduce you to your reference code, which we already went over that too. You're going to get that video, right? You're going to watch that, or you're going to check with your upline. We are going to help you as you're learning. I have to tell you, some of the best times for me were in the beginning of my business and beginning of leadership. I didn't start leadership all at once. I was definitely quite a few months in. But the first time I found somebody who was willing to sign up, what was really cool is we were kind of going through some of the same stuff together. So when they would ask me something, I would be like, I don't know, but I'm going to find out the answer and I'm going to get right back to you. And you know what? My leaders do that now too. Something will happen and something will stump them, and they'll be like, now they're texting me all the time. They text me and they'll be like, what do I do about this? I've never run across this. And what's really cool is 90% of the time I'm like, okay, I got the answer to this. This is good. I got it. But every now and then I have to say, you know what? I don't know. This is where you call to find this out, or let me find this out quicker for you if I feel like I can cut through some red tape for them. So you are never alone. And when you've got some people, like maybe you got a friend who wants to sign up, or maybe your cousin wants to sign up, or you know somebody needs some extra money and they love Avon and they want to do it. You know what? Go through the journey together. There is nothing like going through the journey together. In this whole thing of starting your own business. Okay, so for referrals, you're going to contact us. Okay, profile. Let's look at the profile for a minute. Okay, let's see here. It's not okay. So there's two categories here. Profile. You've got the personal information category here. We'll wait for this to come up, okay? Personal information here. This is where it's telling you, you know what, what's your password hint, what's your email. Let's say you need to change your email. You changed your email. Let's say you need to change your address. You can call Avon. You can do it all that way, but there's a way for you right here to do it right online underneath profile where it says personal information. Maybe you change your phone number because you got some creep following you or something. It happens, okay? You can change it right here, so no worries with that. Okay, the account information. Let's look at this. Account information. This is all your Avon stuff, and we're gonna look at this just a little bit. Hardly ever do you need your district number now, because districts have really gone away, and that will eventually be phasing out. But you needed that when you first signed on in order to get your eStore up and running, registering your account. Everybody has one right now. When the new system comes on, there will probably be a new way with that. They're still trying to figure all that out. Your account number, of course. Believe me, I can remember a time when I thought, I'll never remember my account number. And you know what? It just flows off. When you say it so much and you type it in so much, it's like your Social Security. How do we remember that? OMG. Believe me, it will. And then your mail plan, you'll see here. Now, my mail plan is flexible. Some of you that are on the call, you are probably a number, mail plan 1 through 10. Some of you could be what we call a trendsetter, which is going away, so we're not going to spend any time on it. And by the way, 1 through 10 is going away too. I don't want you to worry about that. We're going to have a special call on that coming up very, very soon, just for our team. And I have to tell you, if you're happy with how you put your orders in now, you just going to stick with it, baby. You just going to stick with it, because if you and your customers are okay about when your order goes in and when you get it back, you're going to stick with that. That's called flex ordering. And in campaign 9, we are all going to flex ordering. There's also another webinar that's coming up for that. Watch your emails. If you see something that says flex ordering, if you want to understand it more, either be on that webinar or be on my Zoom webinar so that you can understand it. I will say the greatest thing about that is this. There's a lot of people that no matter what, Avon says you need to put your order in on Sunday night before midnight. And for some people, that's not cool. Or they wish that they could put it in sooner. They see all these other people putting in their orders, getting their stuff earlier, and they wish they could put it in a week earlier. You're going to be able to do that in campaign 9. You're going to be able to say, this is my order date. And then from there, you're going to know that about 3 days later, you'll receive your order. My biggest suggestion to you is don't be the person who places an order on a Friday, because hardly any processing happens on a Friday, which means it's not really going to get processed till Sunday night or into Monday. But Thursday, anytime Sunday through Thursday, You're going to be good. And I don't want to get on this massively, but you know what? You're new. And you're going to be hit with a lot of emails and stuff that you feel like you're not quite sure about, okay? And you know what? You could be watching this much later. Think about this. This is happening right now in February. You know, in April and June, you're probably going to start as flex, so it ain't even going to matter. You all going to be okay. So you know, but for those of you who have had this certain day that Avon give you, I'm telling you right now, if it works for you, keep it. If it doesn't, you're going to be able to choose. We'll talk more about that. Pay by check. You know, most everybody's this is yes, but the point is, we really don't do that. We're really not writing checks, but this is something that, yeah, I've never given Avon a bad check. Go me. It's all good. Yeah. Okay. This tells you your Avon anniversary date. When did you start? Here you'll see April 22nd, 2004. It will be 14 years for me this year that I've been in. What is my sales level? Honor Society. That tells me Honor Society means that I personally have sold $20,000 or more of Avon. Did I get there all at once? No, it took time, but that's great. Leadership level, they still haven't changed this. They're supposed to with the new thing, but originally Senior Executive Unit Leader, which is now known as a Bronze Executive. And instant credit. Instant credit, we talked about, but we're going to talk about a little bit of return, so I'm not going to go into that right now. Language, publicity release. Publicity release simply means that, you know what, when Avon wants to celebrate you and they want to put you on the list for being top 10, top 100, whatever it is, that they have your permission to say, look at this person and look how awesome they are. Or maybe they interview you to be in the demo book, or maybe you're at Rep Fest with us at National Convention, and suddenly, boom, you know, there you are in your picture, and they want to make sure it's okay that we can put your picture in something that we're showing. And in my opinion with this, unless you hiding out from the FBI, this is a good thing, because this is where you're able to celebrate for people who are like, does this work? Do I really want to go into the business with her? And you're suddenly on a list, and you're suddenly like top 25 on the team, or you're top 100 in the nation for something. I can remember when I thought I never would be, and here we are now. We're, you know, we're in the top 50 for the nation for sales overall. Our team is. I mean, you are on a team that is getting stuff done, and this is why we do this, because we want to make sure that you understand that you can be part of getting this done too, for you and whatever your goals are. Paperless invoice. No problem there. You know, no paperless invoice. I've been in this so long, didn't even know that setting was there. So don't even worry about that. So let's talk about getting paid by Avon. Okay. This can be a biggie here. Okay. So we're going to try to go over this. Is probably the one that's going to take the most time, but y'all really need to hear this. Okay. You need to hear this. So traditional earnings. Let's think about this. When you place an order with Avon, now, forget about e-sales, okay? Forget about that. This has nothing to do with e-sales. This is you putting in an order for people that you are selling to around you, and when the order comes in, you are delivering that order to them. And when you do that, you have either collected the money from them up front, or you are going to collect the money from them before you hand over the order. And may I stress that again, never, ever, ever give up an order to a customer. I don't care if it's mama, daddy, cousin Jethro, or anybody. You people need to treat this. You are a business person. You cannot go into the grocery store, walk out with a gallon of milk, and say, I will be back later with the money. They are going to tackle you at the door and grab the milk and maybe throw your tail in jail. Now, we don't throw you in jail, but we have to remember this is a business. And I don't think you got into this so that you could pay for everybody's order, okay? So I always say to people, this is when I'm delivering your order. This is when the order is going to be in. I'm going to be delivering. You need to have X amount of dollars when I deliver the order. Or if you don't know the person, I highly recommend that you get payment for that order up front. You're going to hear a lot of squawking. A lot of people are going to say, but you know what? Avon, you know, there are all these other Avon reps. Stop it. You are not all these other Avon reps. And some of these people that you could be listening to have been selling since Miss Albie, okay? And I get it. But the point is, not everybody that comes into Avon gets credit with Avon right away. You have the ability to earn credit with Avon, which I think is great. They will do that. If you handle your account like a pro for 6 months and you're putting in consistent orders and you're paying for those orders in a timely manner, Avon is going to review you in a 6-month period, and they will start you with a $100 credit limit, and you have the ability to build from there. It's up to you. But in the end, a lot of people, for one reason or another, ID validation, who knows what it is, and I can't tell you, so don't even write me and ask me because I don't know. For a lot of you, excuse me one second, you don't have it. So look, some people are lucky enough to have that one credit card that's got nothing on it, and they're like, you know what, if I owe Avon $300 for this $500 and something order, I can put it on my credit card. And then I believe all the people that I'm selling to are going to pay me, so that I can take that money and pay off my credit card or put that money back in my bank. If you're that person, that's awesome. I wasn't that person. When I started, I was broker than broke, hot mess, didn't have no money, okay? Didn't have no money. And I had to make sure people were going to have their money, okay? So my suggestion to you is collect the money. Now, when you put that order in, and it comes in, and Avon has already asked you at this point, let's say your order was $300. Rarely is it $300 even, but let's just say $300. And let's say that Avon says that they need from you for that order, they may say they need $215 from you. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more, according to what you sold. You pay that, but here's the deal. If you've really sold, not what you get for yourself, if you've really sold $300 worth of products and you've collected $300 from the customers, and then Avon wants $210 of that for you to pay for the order, then what happens is you're going to pay the $210, but you're left with $90, $80, $70, whatever it is, you're left with that in your hand. For those orders right there, that's your commission. That you make your money instantly. It's like picking a tip up off a table when you're waitressing. Avon gives you that 40% discount later on, whether your commission could be 20, 30, 35, who knows. But in the beginning, if you're meeting your goals, it is 40% that you're making. So that means that whatever price that you are charging your customers, Avon is knocking, they're only getting 60% from you. They're collecting 60% from you because they're knocking 40% off of there, because that's what you make. That's 40% in your hand. Here's where it can get sticky for you. If out of that $300 order, 100 of it was your order, your personal order, what you bought for you, please keep in mind that you are going to get the discount on those products, because Avon cannot differentiate from your order to a customer's order. You're going to get that discount on the products, but you're not going to make money on that because you just got the discount. But you're going to say, but Avon said I was supposed to make $90. No, Avon didn't know $100 of that was your order. So whatever it is that you should have paid for that, understand you're not going to make a commission off that, okay? So that part of your order, you are making at the time that you collect the money from your customers. And I always tell anybody who's collecting money up front, please do not do anything with that money until you know you have paid that order off completely. If you have a credit line with Avon and your credit line is $100, what's What's weird is they'll say pay this much because you have a credit line, and you think because you paid that amount, you're done paying Avon. No, you had a credit line. That credit line is used from campaign to campaign. It's not like a credit card that's just ongoing. So Avon may say, pay us $120 to release the order. They release the order, it comes to you, you collect the money, you go to put in your next order, you may still owe Avon $47, $80, whatever it may be. Why? Because you had a $100 credit line with Avon, and Avon only got enough from you to release the order, okay? Now, the more we look at this in future trainings, and if you go back and look at some of the other ones I did, and you have your first invoice, your second invoice in front of you, you will be able to see this. It is really, really hard, and I'm going to show you in just a minute on one of these. It's really, really hard to say, I get what she's saying, but I don't get it because I'm not seeing it. You will see it with your invoice. If you're still not sure, again, I cannot stress enough, call your upline. You can send a PDF of that invoice to your upline, and they can review it with you while you're looking at it, and they can absolutely take you through it and explain that. Okay, so that's just on the personal side, what you're doing here. Now, let's take a look here. It says, let Avon direct deposit to the bank account of your choice. This says for traditional earnings, and this is what they mean. Now, you'll see here, this has got a check because I'm enrolled in this one. This means traditional, non-eStore sales earnings. What that means is if you get in leadership, then, and you're earning money because your team is doing something. You're earning the $50 and the kickstart, or the $20 because your team performs. They put in the $150 orders or whatever they need to do, and you earn that $50 from your new rep, or that $20 wherever you're at in the business. You earn that. Your commissions off what your team does, huge. Let's say that you have an incentive payout where you could earn, I've seen Avon do many of them, where you can earn money. Now, some of the things that you earn, it will say that you can earn an account credit, but in most times, they're going to drop that money to you. I'm a bronze executive. I get what they call, if my team performs, I get what's called a lifestyle bonus every single campaign, which is at $150 right now. I see that in the direct deposit. The best way for you to get anything like that is to make sure that you go on and you actually put your bank information in there if you have it, so that what happens is you're not waiting days. You're not wondering where is it at. You know that on the day it's supposed to drop, it drops right in your bank. Some of you say, I'm not comfortable with that. Okay, you're not comfortable with that. I can tell you that if you don't enter it there, then what will happen is the first time you have any earnings for leadership or an incentive or something that you're supposed to earn extra money for something, then Avon will send you what's called an Avon debit card. Automatically, you don't have to call and request it. It's just the moment that you've done something to get that card and they've got money they want to send you, they will drop it on there. But if you want to not have to worry about that, and it's really great to go to my bank account, and I can go there on any day that there might be and go, oh, wow, it says Avon, direct deposit, Avon, whatever. And I'm like, oh, my gosh, this is great. That's how I get my leadership commissions from the team performing. Like I said, any incentive I've been in, when somebody new performs and I get $20 for that recruit and then performing, it all goes there, which is really great. Now, the other thing is you can also, and you do have to enroll twice. Now, I'm not the online earnings. This is your direct delivery, everything that goes through your eStore. There's two ways to handle this, only two, okay? First way is, and this is why mine's not marked. When I made the decision that I was going to have an order every single campaign, no matter what, then I knew that whoever was shopping at my eStore, that whatever I owed Avon from a previous campaign, I always knew that the money from the direct delivery orders would bring that total down. So let's say I still owed Avon $80, okay? Matter of fact, hold on. I'm going to show you something here. I am going to show you exactly what it looks like, because I thought this is perfect because you guys can see this. Okay, so you'll see here, amount due, balance due, last payment to Avon. Now watch here. I'm going to hit the search button here. Janae, you can see this, baby? Okay, cool. Okay, so you're gonna see a lot of different things here. You're gonna see the Rep Fest because I registered for Rep Fest, and if you haven't, you need to. I registered for Rep Fest in leadership. Don't pay attention to this. This is what I want to show you. So here you go. Down here, you're going to see online store earnings. Online store earnings, you're going to see 1678, 1678, 679. You're going to keep going down 19, 1835, 272. It goes and goes. But look here, what happened is I had up here, I owed $13.44. But see, every time they gave me the commission for a direct sales, or what happened is it kept taking money off of what I owed, which is absolutely great for me. Okay, so you will always see the credits here, but like I said, there's two different ways. Let's go back to what we were looking at. You can do it that way, or the other way is, again, you have to put your bank information in. And if you want them to hold your direct delivery amounts and not use that to pay your account, whatever it may be, they can do that. But you have got to make sure that you go there, put your bank information in, and anytime on the 1st of the month and the 15th of the month that your eStore earnings are $5 or more, they are going to drop that amount in your bank. Okay, they're going to drop it in your bank. That's what they're going to do. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Now, look, if you're somebody who's strictly online, I don't know many people who are like that, where everything's just online and there's no personal delivery. I mean, you still have to get business tools, books, brochures, whatever it may be, maybe bags, things like that. I like the idea that I can keep track of this, and it keeps helping my current balance come down. And even if there are times that I have had a credit on there, the point is I know I'm placing an order in 4 days. So if I'm going to place that order, all that means is that it's going to keep more money in my hand, and I let that money from my e-stores go towards that bill when they start to bill out. This is a personal decision. This is not right or wrong. This is what is it that you want. Now, for people who are like, I have more e-store business than I do personal business, you're going to want to probably do that. So they will drop that on the 1st and the 15th in your bank account for you. But that's a personal choice for you guys. So whatever way you want to do that, you can do that. Okay, so that's getting paid by Avon. The best way to pay Avon, and this is really great. A lot of people will be like, oh, okay, well, this is good. I can pay by credit card. Quick Pay is also something from the past. Those who have Quick Pay, you can still get it. This is another thing of taking it out of your bank account. We had Quick Pay when you couldn't pay by debit or credit card. Now, for the last few years, we can do this. It only seems right to take the easier route. But if you would rather do the other thing, you can sign up for Quick Pay. You can do that underneath your profile and get that done. But what I like about this too is, think about this. So you've got somebody who likes to use their credit card for everything. A customer I'm talking about. You have a customer, matter of fact, I have many customers. I have credit cards, their credit cards on file with me, locked in a black box, have for years. And you can actually take your customer's information, and you can, if their order is $57.50, you have to get their it's not going to let me do it, is it? Okay. You have to get there. It's because I didn't put an amount in. Sorry about that. Or credit card here. You can get their information. You're going to need their address. You're going to need their card number, the 3-digit code, and the expiration date. You can pay their bill with their information on here too, you can run that through the system. It used to be we had to fill out credit card forms and this and that. We don't have to do that anymore. Everything can be run through the AVON system. So do not let the fact, I don't have a Square, I don't want to lose the money on the Square. I have a Square too, absolutely, for events and stuff. But if you don't want to lose the money, what I'm going to tell you is don't. Take it and use it at this point exactly. My phone's not supposed to be ringing. It's ringing. Oh my gosh. Use it right there. You're not losing anything then. You're not paying anything on this. Get their information, name, address, zip code, everything. You're going to enter it all in here. Card number, 3-digit code, and the date, okay? When you do that, it runs it right through, and it takes it off the balance instantly. So you run those first, see what's left, and then you pay the rest. So don't forget that you can do that too. A lot of people are like, oh, I've got to get this. Oh, I've got to use PayPal. Yeah, and then you have to worry about losing the percentage for this. Be smart. Use the AVON system when you do it so that you're not losing anything, okay? Let's look at returns real quick. This is another thing. Oh, okay. We're sorry. Processing for scheduled maintenance. Well, guys, we're not going to talk about returns a lot today because right now they didn't let me know they want to do this. Okay, we're processing scheduled maintenance on the site and you're unable. Oh, man, let me look at this one more time and just make sure that wasn't something old. I apologize for this. It's okay. We can go back to this and cover this next week. Please, please. Oh, yes. See, they knew I needed this. This is awesome. Okay, so returns. So, look, not going to lie to you. If I got somebody who they placed an order for something and it's items that I think I can resell, let me be honest. I'm the person who's going to do everything I can to resell the products. I don't want to send it back. I don't want it to come off my award sales. I want to make the money. So if somebody has bought 3 lotions, something happens, they can't buy it, don't get frustrated. Don't go, oh my gosh, I can't believe that this is happening. What you need to do is start thinking like a business owner and say, what am I going to do here? What am I going to do here? Well, what you're going to do here is you're going to try to sell this to somebody else. You know what I have? And it doesn't have to be, oh, well, this person didn't get that. Don't go into all that. I have got some great items here. I would like, have you heard about and learn about the products? Get your brochure out. Take a look at it. What does it do? What type of lotion? Matter of fact, maybe it's a couple of things of makeup. Maybe it's an eyeliner. Look around. Be aware of the people around you in your world and say, you know what? I'm going to sell this before I have to do anything. But let me be clear too. If it's a pair of shoes, something that didn't fit, sometimes it's really hard to sell a dress that you're like, she really liked the dress, but she is size 16 and this is a size 3. This is not going to work. I get it. I get it. A lot of times it can help you sell more, okay? But when you have to send it back, replacements are not difficult. But there's 2 things you have to know. If you are somebody who has been given credit up front, we have what we call instant credit. What does instant credit mean? We were just talking about it a second ago. Instant credit means you are allowed to process a return with AVON. And that AVON, as soon as you go through the process and let them know what you're sending back to them, it means that AVON is going to give you instant credit for those things instantly. So let's say you had $30 worth of returns. Maybe it was a pair of shoes, whatever. AVON is going to credit back not what the customer paid for. They're crediting back what they charged you for it. Because remember, you're holding the commission you made. So yes, if a customer paid for that, you have to give back their part. Yes, and you got to give it. You got to give it back. The customer. It's just how it is, guys. This is the name of the game. This is business. Okay, so AVON is going to give you back what you paid for it plus the tax you paid. Okay, you get that back too. You got to give AVON or the customer back what they paid for it. But AVON will credit your AVON account right then. If that was $30, they are going to credit $30 right there and take it off your bill. Okay, right then and there. Let's go the other route. if you did not start out in the company with credit, but now you're looking to earn credit with Avon in your first 6 months, it doesn't mean you can't return anything. What it means is you go through the returns process, you get it ready to send in, okay, just like anything else. And once you take that either to your post office or through UPS, whatever works for you. UPS is always cheaper for me. And then I take it to the copy center at Staples, because again, it's closer to me and it's less hassle than my post office. And that's what we do. That's what we do. So I take it to them, and as soon as Avon gets it, and they process that order and they see that you've sent everything back, okay, and you've done what you're supposed to do, okay, once they see that, what happens is then they go in and they credit you for the merchandise. Now, once you get credit with Avon and they give you instant credit, you'll be able to have that thing where it'll actually credit you ahead of time. So it's normally just a week or so, sometimes not even that long if you get it to them as soon as possible. Don't put it in, do the return postage thing, do your shipping lists and everything that are on there, and then let it sit in your house for 7 days and then be mad because Avon has not credited it back. You have to earn that kind of trust with Avon. Eventually, you probably will earn it. But I'm telling you, look, I can remember a time where it seemed like I was selling a lot of clothes, and the ratio they give us, and I don't know what it is now, but I remember, even though I have credit with Avon, they took my instant credit away from me for a while because my returns were higher. I was doing events and things like that, so I wouldn't sell a lot of the stuff and I would have to return it. So what would happen is, I know what it is not to have it. I got to tell you, it's okay. I'm still here. I would take the stuff, I would get it ready in the box, I would ship it off. No sooner did Avon get it, I started seeing all the credits on my account and all that was taken off. Please keep in mind with returns, we have 120 days. 120 days to get returns back to Avon from the date of purchase. Our customers have 90 days. 90 days to get something. They used to have a year. That was crazy. They used to have a year, but 90 days, which then what happens? It gives you 30 more days to get it out there. In most cases, I'm not even using that length of time. If somebody gets something, they try it on, they have a reaction, Avon wants the stuff back, whatever it may be, I'm returning it. What happens is most of the time that's all happening within 30 days. If you do it right, you stay on top of your business. If you have struggles with this, then what you do is, you know what? You contact your upline. You contact your mentor. You say, walk me through this, and they will. Let me show you some things here. I don't think I have anything in here. Here it says home. This is where you come to originally. Oh, and remember, you get one free return. So this is what happens. You process your return. You see it show up on your bill that maybe they charged you $6.78 to mail something back. As soon as Avon knows the post office or UPS has that package in their hands, guess what? They credit you one of those things back a month. And to be very clear for me, if I get 2 things back to return in the early campaign of the month, because there's 2 campaigns a month most of the time, I wait and see if I'm going to get anything back in this campaign, right? And then I take them all and I ship them all back together again so that there is one charge for shipping and then that's getting credited back, okay? So don't feel like you get one item, you got to ship it back right then. I wait to see what I'm going to have for the month. Then I put that in and have that done. Credit and replacements. This is where you put things in. Grab your invoice. Find out what the product number was. The great thing is if you don't have a product number, you can put the description down here. For instance, I could put down a new, and I could submit it, and it's going to bring all of this down here. So let's just say that it was a vitamin C that I needed to send back. Maybe she had a reaction. Maybe the bottle was defected. So here it tells me that there was one vitamin C that's available for me to get the refund on. It's going to ask me, is this a credit or a replacement? In most cases, it's going to be a credit. How many? What's the reason code? Was it used and it didn't meet the expectation? Was it the incorrect size? There are a whole list of expectations here. Reaction. You're going to put that in here. Now, let's say it was defective and you just want a new bottle, okay? So you'd come over here. Now, I want to replace this. Let's mark here. I want to replace this. Then it says right here, you can only replace it with the same product. You can't say, well, she doesn't want to do the vitamin C, so I want to pick one of the other 18 new products. No, you can only replace it with the same thing, or if it's something that comes in 4 different sizes or 4 different colors, they'll give you that whole list of everything and let you choose what you need from there. If they want to get another product, you've got to return this product and you've got to reorder the other product they want, just how the system goes. So you would send this in. You are going to either continue if you put everything in, or you can add more items. And this really walks you through the system. It gives you the postage that you print out, that you can put right there on the box to send that back in. It says, do you want to print a shipping list? I always print 2. One for me to keep so I know what I sent in, and one to put in the box so they know who to credit it for. Always, 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 always you want to do that. 2. One for you and one to put into the box, and then close that bad boy up with the stuff in there, tape it solid, take it where you need to, put the label on there. As soon as Avon gets it, it's a clear deal. So you shouldn't have any problems with that. So returns should be very easy. Let's see here. Invoices, I like this. You can view your invoices here. We went over this a little bit when we were looking at the web office, but I like this because if you're like, you know what, I don't remember what that person paid for this or that, well, normally this comes up. Hold on. View invoices, it's not coming up. Today I had a whole bunch of invoices that came up. It don't want to come up for me today. Hold on. Could be because I've been in this so long. Okay, let's look at online order history. Let's see if that'll come up for us. Wow, even that's not coming up. Wonder if they're working on the system today. That's not coming up the way it normally does. Hold on, guys. Let me look at this again. If they're working on this part of the system, we're going to have a little bit. Oh, here we go. Sometimes it just takes a couple of tries to get it. So here we go. So it's going to show me. You see up here, it says view invoices. Let's say you want to see exactly what that invoice is. Maybe your order hasn't come yet, but you just kind of want to see what the invoice looks like. Once it's processed and they tell you your order is on its way in shipping, you can click here at this PDF view. I don't know if you can see this. We were having trouble with PDF views or not. I hope you can. If not, you can do this yourself. But it will show you exactly what your invoice looks like. We will also, in week 6, we will be going over one of my invoices so you know exactly what to look at, what to look for, because mine normally has a little bit of everything on it. So this is what your invoices look like. Let you know what demos that you got. And I went crazy last time. We won't talk about it. Thank you very much. What is it coming in and when you can expect it? What was your earning? So we're gonna, I don't want to get stuck on this because I'll go crazy. I love explaining invoices. So those are invoices that you can look at. Addendums don't happen very often. Sometimes that's something that they tell you is in the box, and for some reason it didn't make it in the box, so they have to have an addendum. An invoice is always with something they mail. So a lot of times it'll be, oh, we forgot to ship this, and hey, here's this product we said that you were getting. So that kind of a thing. So if you get one of those and you don't understand it, let us know. Let me try this online history again. Please come out. Please, I want to show them something. Please, please, please. Oh, yes, they knew I wanted to show you. Okay, so let's take a look at here. I want to show you something. So campaign 5, this doesn't mean online e-store sales. This is online, our orders, what we send in. See the confirmation numbers? I'm going to click on the confirmation number. And what's going to come up? This is what I like. And I don't know if leaders, I got to be honest with you, I just found this today. Not this, but something I didn't know. I was talking to Teresa Paul about it today. You all know we talked about how you have green lights, yellow lights, red lights, and gray lights. And we hate gray lights because gray lights mean they don't have it, they ain't getting it in, and they never coming back. And what products were, because it's not on our invoice if it was a gray lighted product. It means it's a sold out item. Well, what I really like about this is apparently about 3 months ago or even longer, they did this. This says they're going to show me anything that was gray lighted in my order. And I think this is fascinating because I can't believe, because I was taking a snapshot of all my gray lighted items so I wouldn't forget because I had so many customers. So let's take a look here real quick. I'm going to open this. And I remember in this order I had one gray lighted item. Now let me hold on, let me move this over, guys, so we can maybe see. Let me move this over. Okay, so dun, 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 dun. Let me see. This is showing. Oh, shoot. That's another order. Hold on. I got to go. That was the meeting in a box. Hold on 1 second. It didn't give me the right one. Daggone it. Uh-oh. Let me move you back over. Let me go to this again. And let me go to. Dun, dun, dun. Let me try this one. Let me try this other one. Hopefully this will work. Will this work? Yes, here we are. So here we go. So you're going to see here are customers I had. So down here, see Miss Louise Redmond? She's got a gray light beside her. I know that something in her order was gray lighted. That means it is not coming in. What could that possibly be? Well, I can open it. And I am going to see that right here, sold out items. The men's Lord Prayer dog tag necklace. Yeah, I tried to get that everywhere, even at my e-store. This did not come in, okay? I love the fact that you can go and see. You know how sometimes you think you're crazy? You think you're crazy. Hold on, there's somebody chatting with me. Oh, my phone is dying. Oh, Guadalupe, I'll watch your replay. Okay, Guadalupe, love you. If you're still on, you may not be. Okay, so let's say, let's just say, that you're like, I know I ordered that for that customer. It didn't come in. It's not on my invoices. What is going on here? And I'm going to tell you, you can come right here. I love this. Come here. You probably did order it. It's probably gray lighted. You know you did, and you needed to know why. Well, you're going to go to my account. You're going to go to your order history, and then if you had anything gray lighted, it's going to show you. I hope and pray that you never have anything gray lighted, because sometimes it happens in our business, just like when you go to a store and they don't have something available. So there is a way to know what that is, okay? And we kind of looked at this a little bit, but the account balance where I kind of showed you where the earnings were for your e-stores. But look at this. I love this too. Let me make sure where I have to put this at so you can see it. Look at this. Earnings and order size. So let's go to the next. So here we go. Campaign 4. Order size 1,092, estimated earnings 395. Campaign 5, this tells you what the estimated earnings are. Do you know why it says estimated? It says estimated because Avon says, as far as they can see, this must be, I haven't even put in 6 yet. Oh, these are online orders right here. So it's picking those up too. So for campaign 5, so this is what happens. They say estimated order because, again, they don't know how much of that stuff was for you. You may not have earned anything. What you did do is you got the discount on all the items for you. And the other thing, too, is what about if you bought brochures? What if you bought samples? So these are the estimated earnings without any of your business tools coming off the top of it, okay? Without any of those. But look here. Hold on 1 second. We're trying to look at the chat again. Oh, okay. And Janae, okay, y'all, you throw me off my game. Janae, quit it. So let's look at this campaign. Well, this is not a good one to look at. I can't believe I was going to look at that one, but it's probably not a good one to look at because that's on. See how it says online store orders? I told you I thought it was. That's exactly what it was for me so far there. But hold on, because I want to go back. Okay, and we're going to look at a regular one because it's another way to look. Let's take a look at this one here. Now, this is what I like. Look at this. Campaign 5 details. I had some products that were 0% earning. Do you know what they were? You know how in the What's New demos, they offer you products at a certain price, and it's not that you're buying it for, you know, the brochure price. I'm not making any earnings on it because, you know, hey, it's something that they have offered me. I've taken advantage of a special order, and that was it. Now I must have sold some clothes or some fashion or something. So this is how much of that was in the order, and it's estimated $30. Then everything at 40% here we go. Now, this was online orders for me. I love that we make the same thing on online orders that we make in-person orders. It didn't used to be that way. So when y'all think, oh, we don't make very much, yeah, compared to what we used to for online sales, we really do. So here's another one. Look at this. Items previously not available. I had something that was on back order, had not earned on it yet. So guess what? It's saying, hey, Molly, here's your $3.32 on that. Items not available. Molly, this is in your order. It wasn't available yet. It's on back order. You haven't made anything on it yet. Here's your business tools, Molly. Here you go. Business tools. This is all good. I don't make anything on business tools. Demos. I don't make anything on demos, right? So, but on everything I should have, if all these products are for customers and they're not for me, I should be making right around there before the demos, before the business tools, okay, before all of that. So we have reps who come in understandably and they get very upset because all they look at is what Avon estimates their earnings for. But let me remind you, you're like, Molly, I'm not making very much. It's because you don't have a lot of customers right now. You know, a lot of times I have 2 orders a campaign that go in when I put one in one week and one in the next week. You will grow your business, okay? But you have to have business tools. You don't have to go crazy, but you've got to have brochures. You know, you got to do that. I mean, I guess you could go buy your own bags to deliver in, but I got to tell you something, professionalism with delivering in an Avon bag, that speaks multitudes to your customers, that if they're not sure who's coming up the sidewalk, but they see that bag that says Avon, Beauty for a Purpose, Boss Life, whatever it is it's going to say, that says a whole lot to a customer. Wow, she's really professional. I can remember I knew reps who used to deliver in Safeway bags or grocery store bags or whatever they came from, Michael's or Chick-fil-A bags. And I'm like, what? And there used to be a lady I knew who used to just take her box in, her Avon box, and say, okay, come here, I'm going to give it to you out of my order. Here's my box. And I thought, oh, that's not cool. I know she did it. It's just not cool, okay? Presentation is huge. I know you're going to have customers who go, oh, I don't care. Let me tell you something. The moment you do it right, the moment you do it with pride, the moment they're going to think, you need to meet my Avon rep because she is on time. And she gives me stuff. She takes pride in what she does. And it doesn't mean you have to get the most expensive thing, but it does mean that you need to invest in your business. So get yourself a few business tools. I give you ideas of that. You know, with any of you who have gotten welcome letters from me or you've showed up on any of the different calls, you are going to learn more about this stuff the more you're on with us on the sales calls, the sales Zooms that we have once a month. If you're a leader and have at least one person under you, the leader Zooms and how you deal with your team. And you just have to realize this is a learning experience as you go. And I know, look, this is just one little tab and there's a lot of information. It's okay if you did not take it all in tonight. It's okay if you're like, I think I got that, but I'm not sure. Because this is what I guarantee you. Once you do something a couple of times, it's like placing your orders. Once you find your mojo with placing your orders and stuff, what happens is it becomes monotonous. You know how to do it and how it works for you every single time. And the rest of the business, like returns and getting credit cards from customers and all of that stuff, and trying to really figure out, what you're earning, how much you're investing, that kind of a thing. All of that is going to be learned in time, but don't think you're supposed to just get, I've been on the fourth call with Molly, I should know it all. No, believe me. I got to tell you something. I'm almost 14 years in, and I am still learning, and I'm so grateful for that, because the more Avon gives us to learn, the more change they put in, the more ability for us to make money, because when they're changing and keeping up with the times, it's helping us stay up with things to really make some more money. So does anybody have any questions? Kind of like maybe. I'm going to kind of take this, well, I was going to, but now I don't really know how, because it's trying to be a pain in the butt and it's not letting me see nothing. So hold on one second.
So I know I've missed like a couple of the new rep ones to be there with my team, but
okay.
Have you done any of the calls touching base on like if they want to order business cards from Town and Country and things of that nature?
We have not. Okay. Gotten to that, Janae. No.
I want to jump the gun. I'm sorry.
No. That's okay. And I get it. And it really is important. And we are going to obviously get into the one thing we haven't gotten into yet, because it has so much. It's, that smorgasbord of the site map, Janae.
Yeah.
We are going to be going over that. Last campaign is going to be President's Club. It'll either be the next session, the 5th or the 6th session. This is all new for me too, with everything that we're going over. I'm trying, and as we go every month, it will be more disposition. We'll know exactly what we need. I'm getting a lot of feedback from representatives, and those things are very important. For us as leaders, what we're trying to do is we want them to acquire the customers and the sales before we have them spending a boatload of money, okay?
Right.
It's coming, and yes, and if they ask ahead of that and they're ready for it, absolutely give them that information and know that's there. I love a lot of the stuff that's on Town and Country. My problem is it's very expensive. So for certain things, I send them to Vistaprint immediately, just me. But sometimes nobody wants to take that kind of time either to like try to put it all together, and Avon, Town and Country puts it all together for them. I give them both avenues, because if they go, whoa, that's kind of, I'm like, I got another thing for you here. Okay. You can go do that. But we'll
the reason why I started like telling them about business cards on Town and Country is because now Vistaprint doesn't have it where you can get the 250 cards for free. Now it's like 250 cards for like $10. So I was like, ours cost the same.
Okay.
But I didn't know comparison wise on shipping. If it
Let me ask you, on Town and Country, do they still tell you what you can put on there and what you can't put on there?
I know, Lupe, can you unmute your mic real quick? Because I know recently, didn't you order business cards not too long ago? She says she's still here, so I don't know if she's paying attention because she's grocery shopping. But I know she ordered some like not too long ago, and I know Kelly ordered some not too long ago from Town and Country. So I'll have to touch base with them, and I'll do that. Or I can post it in the team group.
That could be a big help too when we're going into that week. I've been trying to put what we're talking about each time. That could be a really big help for me to know, because when I order mine, I order 1,500 at a time. So of course I get that massive, great price from Vistaprint, and that's what I've always done. But if we have something great to show them, especially with the people who want shirts, look, we show them everything. We just like to give them every option. So
absolutely.
Where they want to go. Does anybody else have any questions or anything? It doesn't have to do with this. It can be something else that you need us to help you with. We got 10 minutes here before this ends.
Zelma, do you have any questions about anything?
No, I don't.
Hi, Zelma. I didn't even hear her come on. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Nice meeting you again.
Yes, this is good.
I would turn my mic on, but I can turn it on.
You're good. I just love the fact that, it's not just that we're getting to know I mean, all of you are on my team. I'm either your mama, your grandmama, your great-grandmama, your great-great-grandmama, Navon. I don't know what it is. I'm something to all of you. But what I love is there's all these leaders that are underneath me that your only connection technically is me. And you guys are getting to know each other. And I can't wait that when you make that good decision to go to Rep Fest in Columbus, Ohio, and we all get together and we're going to be like, I know her, that's Janae. And, I know her. And that's what happens. That's what happens in this business. And I don't just mean like our team. I mean, if you are a part of Onward, no matter what, and the beauty business experience and Monday Morning Madness, Tuesdays with Teresa, all the groups that I recommend in Team Onward. I mean, if you are a part of this, you feel like all those people are on your team, and they're not on your team, but they're part of your AVON family, and everybody has this thing of helping you with your success. And that's why I really love this, because I feel like this has given us a chance, especially on the sales Zooms, because there's so many more of us who are on there. So keep taking these, and if you cannot be on them live, again, no problem. I got to write Zelma down because I didn't have her down. I have to write Zelma down. We are going to make sure that everybody who has not gotten a bundle so far. Guadalupe has been one of the lucky ones. She got in.
Lupe got a big one.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And they're all that big anymore. But we're going to put you in for a business bundle, because for us, for me especially, as one of your mentors, the stuff that I send you in these bundles when you happen to be the lucky raffle winner, it's all stuff to help you build your business, to let you see, touch, and feel what could work for you and what can make your business run smoother. And if you're like, I don't even know what Molly does with that, well, you don't want that product then. If you don't know, you don't want to work with that, but you may want it later. Or maybe when you have your first team member, you can gift it to them, which is a really good thing. So thank you guys so much for being on tonight. I know this is a lot of information. Within the next 48 hours, this will be up as a YouTube. I will share it in the group. I will send this on, but it will not come to anybody until next Monday, because that's when we put the review of the whole week up there. If you need us in the meantime, if you need a one-on-one, whether it be with me, whether it be with your leader, and you're just like, I got some things, but I just one-on-one, we can do this one-on-one. This is, I paid for this service, you guys don't. We want to make sure you're getting what you need and that your success is in front of you. Number one thing before you go, this is not something that just grows overnight. This is a slow, steady, consistent business that if you find the way that you want to work it every single day and how you're going to work it into your life, your business will grow. And in a year's time, you'll turn around and go, I'm not everywhere I want to be, but boy, I'm definitely not back where I started. And that is the amazing thing of this journey. So if you get frustrated or you feel like you're not getting something, don't say to yourself, this isn't for you. Reach out to that mentor. Reach out to that leader. Reach out to me and say, I just want to know, is this normal? Because most of the time you're going to hear, oh, sister, I've been there. But let me tell you, I got through it, and we're still here, and we're here to help you get through it. Okay? So we will see you 1 week from tonight, 6 o'clock my time, whatever time it was for all of y'all. You'll get the reminders. We'll send them to you. And we are, we're just going to keep doing this till we cover everything that you need, and we're going to keep it up. Okay. So look for your invites and register. I love you guys, here for you with whatever you need. Okay.
Love you too.
All right. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.